Okay, I thought I'm making these to put onto the Etsy shop. The link will be below. But I just wanted to show you, I made this morning. This is an altered vintage bag. That's the front. That's the back. Obviously you can put stuff in it. You can also sew it into journals. You can put it whatever. But it's got layering. And I thought I'd make a couple and just show you that it is easy to do and you can use what you've got around. This here is a Mike Deacon image. So what I've done, I've taken two Mike Deacon images, this one and this one, and I've added them onto a background and added them onto a paper bag, onto the paper bag I should say. So they're the same bags, and you put stuff in them, so they're just plain. So I thought I might tizzy them up a little bit. So firstly I've got some doilies, which I've got a piece of soft foam, makeup foam, and just gone around the edges with some vintage photo distress ink from Tim Holtz. Just made them, you know, a little bit pretty. Keeping in with that vintage look. So usually I won't use the tape runner on the back of these because it just rips them. So I've got some glue, Aleene's tacky glue, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to put that there. Now with that, always I just push it down with a piece of paper towel because otherwise it gets sticky and glue. Clean my poor old mat. Right, so in the middle, I don't know if I'll use it. Jelly dot. Maybe stick a crocheted one. Get a bit more ink. Just give it a bit of vintage look, I think. So what I might do is get a bit of score tape or whatever and put that under there, so that just sits nicely, because I don't want that to come up, because I'm going to put some heavy stuff on top of it. Just put that under there. Don't want to use too much, otherwise it gets a bit blech. Alright. Oh. Alright, so that's stuck. Okay, I've got a dream card and a jack. So if I... Where's the end of this? I need it on a big wheel. So if I add the jack card to the dream card. Right. We've got a bit of happening in here. Just give it a bit of a hacking with these scissors, make it look a bit more, whoa, viable. Then we'll get our distress inks again. Just blend it in. Then let's have a look here. Get some. I don't think that cuts through. No, that doesn't. Oh, it does, but it hacks it. Make it a bit smaller. I don't usually like cutting things straight. A bit of that. Alright. Now, I think I might just add a bit of a... What about we add a bit of that? A bit of fibre. This is what you call, well I call, don't know what anyone else calls it, but this is what I call building layers. So that sticks onto there and that just sticks out. Then I'll get that one. And the good old trusty alrighty, so that's going to look good there. So we'll get some of this tape on here. Put that down onto there. So that's what that, oh dear. I actually do have a bin down here if you're thinking that's... Now, I wish I do sometimes throw it onto the floor, but my daughter does not get impressed because then she has to pick it up. So, and vacuum. Alright, so we're going to stick this little green flower, and let's stick this little gadget, number 1. So that shows that this bag, actually I might just put one more bit of tape onto here to keep that down. And I like when I do things to make sure that they're stuck properly. So that's it, that's that bag. So we've still got his image, and we've got dream and wish, we've got fibres, we've got 2 crocheted flowers, we've got a doily, it looks vintage. Now the only thing left that I can do is just put a little bit of vintage on there to make it look authentic vintage. So now the next one, we've got this man, he looks kind of severe, doesn't he? So we'll use a, oh, I don't know if I'll use a doily. I think I might. What about one of these again? So I'm gonna put some tape on these. These are shiny new cards my friend Renee gifted me, and they are Stratosphere Las Vegas.
Classic Renee.
Cards. I wonder if she's been playing the old... No, I don't think so. So, just vintage it up a bit. Once again, these sponges are absolutely awesome. They're wedges. I don't know, you probably can get them in Big W or...
They're foundation sponges.
Oh, okay. Courtney's just told me they're foundation sponges. So they're pretty good because they're very hard and they keep the... Okay. Keep the faith in. No, we're not doing faith. Okay, so if we put this down, so I'll put some, it just depends on what you've got hanging around. I've got that much stash of bits and pieces and everything just hanging around, so I like to pick and play, pick and choose whatever I see that I like. I've incorporated it, so we don't want to lose his hat. So if we put it here, then I've got this awesome playing card that I'll stick on top of that. Right, so that's one focal. So I think we'll come out this side here. So, oh, hang on, we come out this side. Okay, so let's build this up. Because he's like miserable and sad and looks like a bit of a tool, I'm going to put some lace on here. This is just a little love heart thing. So if we put some tape down on here, lucky I got good nails. Right, just whack a bit of lace on there, whack a bit of lace on there. What else have we got? The amount of times I've cut my fingers doing that. Okay, so that's, now this is going to be a pain. I'm going to put that piece of material down, and then I'm going to put that down. Hello, darling. That looks really good because he's miserable. Maybe he's got a girlfriend, or I don't know. Waiting for him to come home to cheer him up. Oh, that's a bit much, isn't it? That's a bit extreme. Why don't we put this one? The other two have got one, so we might as well put this one down. Maybe he's come back from war. I don't know. I have to ask Mike Deacon because that's where I got the cards from. And I'm tipping he'll be able to tell me maybe the story about him. I love going to the op shops and getting old photos and making up stories about where they come from. Like if they had families and what year it was, and oh, that's a number 1. No, it's a 7, I think. Just have to vintage it up a bit. Just give it. I don't like the starkness of the white. And I think this will do. Let's put one last word. Of course, they're Tim Holtz words, these ones. Put in saw. So, that's it. That's another one. So, they're easy to make. Just gather all your little bits and pieces and your focal images and get your bag and then add and layer and yeah, fantastic. So, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll make another one soon. These will be for sale on the Etsy shop. There's new stuff going up, so go and have a look. Thank you. Bye. Actually, they look quite spiffed, don't they?